All right, welcome back. We are live for Field Trip Friday, and we are out at Phoenix College.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I hope. All right. Okay, my name is Nick Rouse. I am the Department Chair of the Computer and Information Technology Department at Phoenix College, and also the Director of the IT Institute at Phoenix College in this beautiful facility that we are going to tour today. I hope you enjoyed the trip. We're going to go through every single room. We're not going to take you into certain places because those don't need to be seen on a tour, but I'm going to take you through all of the main areas of this building and talk about what we do in each one of our rooms in this wonderful facility. So let's go take the tour. So here's our main entrance to the building. Our main entrance is here with waiting areas, with information at our front desk, and brochures. This is our security area. But behind it is where all the real magic happens, and of course upstairs. So let's go ahead and go on upstairs and let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of our rooms. Now we're going to go left first. We will come in through the front door. We have an elevator, bathrooms. You don't need to see the bathroom. And I'm going to take you into our techpreneurship space. So the techpreneurship room is designed for industry members and students to collaborate on projects. So our industry members that come in can meet with students and work on any type of work-based experience project that they may want to work on. You'll notice that we have a lot of furniture in this room. We do have charging stations throughout the building, so you'll see these wonderful charging stations throughout the building. All of our tables in this room have power built into them, well, except for these ones. These are really tiny tables. But our big tables have power that run all through them. We also have these beautiful view boards. Now, these view boards, you can actually present straight from your phone onto the screen. You can touch the screen. You can bring up a web browser, which we'll show you in the other room in just a moment. But you can do a lot of things with these view boards. And yes, you can touch them. They're all touch screen. They all have digital pens on them as well. And you'll see those throughout the room. We also have meeting rooms, specific meeting rooms in this area. So in these meeting rooms, let's go ahead and look at this one. In these meeting rooms, we have tables for power, we have chairs. We also have the view boards. So as you can see with the view boards in these rooms, they're very easy to use. Yes, I'm showing our website and our Dean Reyes, and all of our programs and everything that we offer. If you want to go to our website, it's phoenixcollege.edu/ITI. And we also have a tour out there, which hopefully I'll talk about as we get toward the end. Again, more meeting rooms, storage space. We also have 2 lecture rooms on this floor. So we have 2 lecture rooms that we're going to go to next. No, you don't need to see the data closet. So we'll go to the first lecture room. Now, lecture rooms are for classes like our Survey of Computer Information Systems, where our instructors talk about specific computing topics. And we do have very beautiful chairs with desks. Now, these desks are not fixed. These desks actually swivel. So if you want to swivel it this way, you can. If you want to swivel it that way, you can. If you don't want it there at all, that's fine too. So each one of our desks in here, you can put a laptop on it. If you actually have textbooks, I don't know who uses textbooks, physical textbooks anymore. Maybe you do. You can put those here as well, or put your backpack down. But this is our first of our 2 lecture rooms. The second lecture room, which we'll show you in just a minute, isn't quite as exciting as this one. They don't have rolling chairs, but we do have a second room down here. And again, these would be for general computing topics that we want to lecture on or talk about, and we would utilize these rooms for that purpose. Here's the second of our lecture rooms. And again, all these tables that you see throughout the building that look like this all have power outlets, actual working power outlets in them. Everything that you see at this institute is functional. Everything is functional. The projectors are functional. The instructor stations So you'll see a lot of these instructor stations. I do want to talk about the instructor station for a moment. So these instructor stations allow our instructors to actually be able to take their phones, yes, take their phones and lecture from their phones or their tablets. So they don't have to stand here the entire time. They can actually be out here with the students, as most of them should be. So I just wanted to point that out. So every one of our stations that you see have that capability. All right, let's go. Let's walk around. Actually, let's go upstairs. All right, so now we're going to go upstairs. I know you're asking, why aren't you taking the elevator? Kidding. So on this stairwell, you'll see that we have a skylight up above, brand new skylights. And we're also going to put in a big LED screen on each one of these stairwells. Yes, I'm going to show you. I'll have my camera person show you that. So yes, now we're going to go upstairs. So on the second floor, don't worry, we're going to go back downstairs and finish the rest of the first floor tour when we go to the other side. But up on this floor, we have 4 main lab rooms that we're going to walk through, and then we're going to go back downstairs and finish the rest of the tour. Yes, I'm saving some of the best for last. So here we go. The first room I'm going to show you is our math classroom. And I hope you all know what that means. It means that we're going to have a bunch of Macs. So this is our Mac classroom. We use our Mac classroom for mobile app development, primarily with our iOS app development program. We can also use this room for courses that teach Photoshop, Adobe Animate, web development. And as you can see, every single one of these stations have 2 monitors. Some have monitors that are in portrait and landscape, and some have regular landscape monitors. If you don't know what landscape means, it means it's this way instead of this way, horizontal instead of vertical. So yes, again, we have another instructor station here. And we have a lot of machines in here, as you can see. They're all updated. They all have the current operating system. We keep these machines up to date. Students of our college can actually remotely access these machines for their classes. We do have the ability to allow our students to remotely access these machines. So right now, students could be using these machines even while we're in here right this second. All right, let's go on over to the next classroom. All right, here we go. You ready? Now I'm going to take you into the networking classroom. Recently, we have become a Cisco Networking Academy. So all of our courses for the Cisco program are in this room. So come on in. So you'll see LED screens at each one of the set of student stations throughout the room. These LED monitors are controlled by the instructor station, which is at the other end of this room. You'll notice that we have many Cisco switches throughout this room for our networking classes. We have them here. We also have them here on the wall. So we have wall-mounted racks also in this room. And we do this primarily for spacing of students. Now you see all these chairs and how close they are together, but we don't actually allow everyone to sit together at this point in time. We only allow 8 students in here at a time during this time that we're in now. So they don't all sit together. Everybody sits at another station. Again, we have our instructor station here in the corner of the room. It does control every one of these monitors, which you will see more of when we get down to the A+ classroom. Now there's two ways to get out of here. We're going to go out of here the normal way, but there's another door that will take you out and around back to the main area here on the second floor. You don't need to see the data closet. We have a bunch of data closets in here. We have a maintenance closet. You don't need to see the maintenance closet. We're going to go to the cyber security room next. There's that hallway where that door leads from that I was telling you about. Let's take a look at the cybersecurity classroom. So here's our cybersecurity classroom. It consists of 4 pods of 5 computers each. These monitors on the wall, these LED panels on the wall are controlled by extra units on each table. So if a student wants to show their code, simply push the button and the code displays up on the screen. That way each student can show they actually work together room, where they're controlled by the students or they're controlled by the instructor in the corner of the room. We also have a beautiful enclosure in here with, yes, again, a lot of network switches, cables, and we have the capability to add even more
The
in
Wi-Fi
here
is spotty here.
over time. Oh, well,
Okay.
there's a reason for that. There's a reason the Wi-Fi is spotty in there, because that's got its own network, separate from the rest of the building. So you're going to tell me once we get out of there that the network's not as spotty now, right?
Good night.
Ah, okay. See? So the Windows classroom is the next room I'm going to bring you into. So this classroom is our main lab up here on the 2nd floor of the building. As you can see, there are 61 monitors. Yes, you got to count this monitor too. 61 monitors in here, 2 projectors. A lot of people ask me, why wasn't this 2 classrooms instead of 1? Well, now that we're spacing students out, because COVID is here, we now have the ability to put 16 people in this classroom with all the seats spaced out, as you can see, throughout the room. Right now, we have 1 class that currently uses this classroom, and you will see do not use on some of the monitors in here. We use this room for a number of different things. The networking classes actually use this for part of their class before they go over to the networking classroom itself. We can also do web development in this room. We can also do desktop support in this room with that program. We can use this room for a number of different things. Adobe Photoshop, Animate, and a number of other programs. Our Microsoft Office programs can be in here. But this room has a lot of different uses. Mobile app development also in this room. But this is our main classroom. And once we go back to in person, at some point, this room will be utilized a lot. And yes, we are going to get through this. All right, everybody. That's all I have for this classroom. So I showed you each of the 4 main labs up on the 2nd floor of the building, but we're not done looking at everything yet. So we're going to go back down to the 1st floor in just a moment, and I have more to show you. This area over here on the other side of the 2nd floor is just our general office area where all of our faculty offices are. However, there is something I do want to show you over here, and that is the corporate training room. So we have this wonderful large room. So if we're wanting to conduct things like seminars, or if we just want to be in here to train people how to do things, we have the ability to do that. So it's more of like a corporate training setting with tables, chairs, and yes, we are working on getting more power outlets and more power put in here so that people can bring their laptops, plug them in, and be able to sit through a seminar. So we do have this lovely space. Some people ask me, could it be used for other things other than our classes? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we do have this space. And it is a very, very large room. So if we needed to socially distance, we could very easily. All right. Okay. So you ready to go to the next room? I gotta show you one more room up on the 2nd floor before we go back downstairs. I have to do it. All right, so we're still on the 2nd floor. Again, faculty area, going through the faculty area. Drinking fountain, That's great. I want to go down this corridor. So students wonder where the restrooms are on the second floor. They are up here. So we're going to pass them, even though I'm not going to show you. They're here. Just trust me. Just trust me. They're up here. I wanted to show you this room, which is our conference room. So our conference room, just like the classrooms, has the ability for you to present from a tablet, a phone, a laptop, and we have two massive LED screens on each wall, one on each wall, and the conference room seats 20 people. So the conference room seats 20 people. And if you want to plug something in during your meeting, you have the ability to do that. So there's one of these beautiful outlets on each end of the table. And we have a third one that you can plug your phone directly into right here in the center. At first, I thought it was a charging station. No, that wasn't it. I was actually able to display my phone on both screens, and I went, that's really cool. I like that. So yes, we can do a lot of great presenting here in this room. We also have cabinetry, so if you want to put like cups, plates, cutlery, anything we want to do there for presenting, we can do that. All right, I think it's time to go downstairs. Time to go downstairs? Okay. Let's go back downstairs. We're not quite done yet. You're doing great. I didn't show them the bottle filler that we have up here, but yeah, they should about it, so we're okay. Again, just like the other stairwell, we're going to be putting another big LED panel on this wall. And some people are like, why would you do that? Well, we're going to put class information that students would need when they're coming through here. All right. So now we're back down on the first floor again. In the first room, I want to I'll talk about our student lounge area. This is our student lounge area. So our student lounge area has room, plenty of spaces for collaboration. Again, charging stations, people like charging stations. We do have a team table here in the middle with power in the middle of the table. But this is our main student area. Yes, we have refreshments. We have, usually that middle one's really full, so people have been coming in here and using that. So anyway, we do have plenty of refreshments here as well in the building. Right. So next classroom I'm going to take you into is the A+ classroom. Our A+ program is primarily for those that are interested in working with computers. I'm talking computer parts, I'm talking about hard drives, memory, graphics cards, you name it. Anything that can go inside of a computer, that's our A+ program. And so if you're really into desktop support, this room that you're about to see is definitely built for this program. All right, so welcome to the A+ classroom. You'll notice that we have some taller desks where you can plug in your computer to make sure that you've put it together and you want to make sure it works. We have the ability to do that. We have smaller tables. So we do our best to ensure that we have complied with ADA guidelines to make sure that anybody that wants to take these courses can come in and actually take these courses. A lot of this furniture is movable that you see. All these storage units and all these tables in here, with the exception of the countertop tables, are movable in this room. There are 5 LED panels in this room as well, all controlled by the instructor station. So if I wanted to actually do something, I move the mouse around, log in, straight from here, I can do that. Again, just like every other room, if I wanted to use my phone to present, I have the ability to do that as well. So I'm not stuck at the instructor station. I can walk around and help students. And that's what we're all about, is helping our students. So we don't want to be like behind that podium at all. Well, this is our A+ classroom. We're anticipating on using this a lot once our A+ program comes back to being in person. I'm excited about it. I hope you will be too. But we're not done yet. We're still not done yet. We're not quite there. There's 2 more rooms I still have to show you. No, I'm not taking you out to the patio out where the light rail is. nice light rail system out there. We are right on the light rail system. Okay, I'm going to have to be really loud during this next couple parts. So this room here that we're about to go into is the Open Computer Lab. Now, Open Computer Lab, some people are like, well, how open is it? Are you ready? I'll show you how open this is. All right, so this is our Open Computer Lab. You'll notice that we have some desktop systems, like our Mac systems that we have over here. We also have Windows-based systems over here. But you'll notice that there are monitors all along the wall. All along this wall, all along the wall over here near our only printer in the entire building, which is that printer right there. So we have one printer and that's it. So what students can do, here's the best part of this. What if you don't have a computer and you want to come in and use the computer lab? Well, we have a laptop kiosk. So yes, this actually works. So a student can take their student ID, swipe it, and actually check out a laptop. Now, of course, everybody's like, well, are you worried about security? Of course, but that's what we do is security. So I'm not really entirely too worried about that. But if a student needs a laptop for any reason and they want to use it while they're here in the building, they can check it out. And this is where they go to get it. Of course, our lab assistant will be in here as well, working in here as well. This kiosk will be moved over into the corner. So we still have some adjustments we need to make. However, this is really good for the question that I always get, and that is, well, what if I don't have a computer? Well, then you can have one. Well, you can't keep it forever, but you can definitely use it while you're here. But if you want to bring your own device, that's what these stations are for. So you can come in, plug your device in, and use it with the monitor. So we wanted this to be more of an open space, more of a place that people can come in and work together. So it's definitely not going to be quiet in this open lab once it's fully up and running. But we will always have somebody in here to monitor the laptop checkouts and to monitor the lab. All right, so I said there was 2 rooms left before we came in here. That means there's 1 room left to go. It's the loudest room in the entire place. And I don't know if you want to film from the outside first, but let's go back to the front. Let's go back to the front. No, don't spoil it. So I was going to have you come in through the front and have you come in through the front and go this way. All right. So here we go. So we're back at the main entrance again. So when you come up the stairs, instead of going left, what if you go right? So now, as we go right, you will see our server room. Now, it's more like a student data center. We don't have anything installed on anything that's in this room. So if we wanted to give students an experience to install something on an actual server, we have a lot of servers that were donated to us from other companies, which we really, really like. Our IT staff graciously put in this beautiful, we call it a KVM unit, that has a monitor, that's what the M stands for, and keyboard, touchpad, and this is all functional. Again, this is all functional items. But if we go in, which I think we're going to, this is a very cold room. And when it's really, really warm out, this is a great place to go. You'll see in here as well, this is our power supply. Our power supply is gigantic to make sure that everything in here works. And we're going to go in here, but it's really loud. So if you're wearing headphones, be ready. It's coming. Okay, so now we're inside the server room. I wanted to bring you all in here because, well, server room. How do you not want to see this? It's Field Trip Friday. So we have our power unit here, and this powers everything you're going to see here. Here, come on over. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up so you see our servers. We've got a lot of servers. This actually folds down and pushes back in. So if I wanted to close this, I can close this without any problems. And I'm just going to show you a little bit more. So here's a whole bunch of storage. So we've got a whole bunch of storage in here as well. When I mean storage, I mean a place to save files. Easy enough. And the students can actually walk all the way through here. As you can see, everything is functional. Everything that we have works in this place. So it's a great place for students to experiment. It's a great place for our faculty to work. Off this, but here's one more. Oh, so there's the backs of our other servers. And the cooling units in here, this is really, really cold. I'm sure you can see my hair blowing all over the place. But it's really, really cold. So when it's hot outside, like last summer, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. All right. Well, we're back out to the student lounge. I've taken you through the entire building. Yes, I spared the bathrooms, I spared the stairwells. You don't need to see those. But I took you through the entire building. So you see a lot of blank walls in here. And this is one thing I want to point out. Our art department has been commissioned to get us a lot of paintings that are going to be throughout this building. So this building is not done being completely put together. All of these dead spaces that you see will have something on it within the next year. So before students come back, this is going to be looking even better than it is now. So I want to thank you all very much for watching this today. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's all I have.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out to Phoenix College. Woo woo.